today I'll be checking out this ANK MK38 Puma. It's another mod by Mr. Buses. And I'll go ahead and grab a jack screw, a couple of anchors, just because you never know what I'm going to get up to here in Little Colorado. Of course, I'll grab the best engine. I usually go with high range, but I think I'm going to go with off-road on this truck this time. And I'll sell back everything that I'm not using. I'm going to go with the rock crawler kit, which is just like maybe an inch lower than the lift. Tires, down to the muds. Just get the biggest muds with the treads that interest me the most. That's some mudslinging treads right there. I think I'll go with the bottom one. Now, what's next? Sell that winch. Autonomous might be the smart thing to do. Okay, so as far as a snorkel, looks like it's going to have to be stock. I guess I'll take it. Emergency reserve L. Pretty sure that's the biggest, most expensive. Sell back what I don't need. Now you'll notice here, when I get the reinforced fenders, the external roll cage becomes available. I do end up going back and trying out the roll cage as well. Okay, the roof, spotlight mount, roof rack, yeah. Let me just go ahead and get everything that I can, except for the bull bar for now. I'm going to come back and try that later. Now, the front bumper, I just don't want it to stick out too far in the front or be too low, you know, so I can get good clearance. The bull bar bumper is not bad. I mean, really, the smartest choice is probably the stock bumper, but this one's not bad. I'll go with it for looks for now. Quick pick on the rims, silver. Why not? Frame modules. I think they're called add-ons on SnowRunner. Just to have something on the back, I guess I'll get a sideboard. Okay, what's coming up? Color. So I'm going to go with a green military look. If I can find it down this long list. I like the yellow, red, and black pretty good. This green's not that bad. But I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm about ready to go exploring, but I really don't know how long I'm going to be driving around. So let me just fill up with some gas, a tire, spare parts, just about everything I can hold. Plus I got the jack screw and I think I got 2 anchors. I don't really think it's necessary to fill up the sideboard with all that shit though. What, maybe just one more gas? Yeah. Okay, here I go. So I'm on the west side of the map on Little Colorado. There's my military beast. So I'm just gonna set out and kind of head north and look for, you know, any kind of obstacle that might make sense to try to conquer with this truck. As in jumping off a cliff or anything like that. So it rides nice, rides smooth. It's not too slow, even though I'm just using the off-road. Deflate my tires, because I'm gonna be doing some rock climbing for sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be swimming, trying to swim with this truck. Got that little stock snorkel. Probably wouldn't make too much sense to go in deep water. This looks like a nice place to get high. Get high and then just ride right off? Yeah, why not? There we go, he can handle it, he can handle it. Just a little bit of damage. This would be a rough little path for anything smaller, really. Anything with 4 wheels. Have to be pretty careful coming through here. Just gonna go around this ledge. I guess this is considered a ledge or a shelf or something like that. And this looks like a perfect place to go down. A nice little view in the background too. Yeah, almost everywhere I've driven so far. I mean, you could even carry cargo with this thing and not really worry about it tipping over if you're careful. I think this thing would be a very good transporter, as a matter of fact. So I might as well take a little time out to repair. Look at me, like a dumbass trying to repair the tire. You can't do anything to the tire, I don't think, until it's down to 0. There's hardly any trees out here. Of course, I'm going to run into some. There you go. The one place that had a little jumbled up tree section, and I had to go right up in it. Alright, so let's see if I can just crawl along the ledge here and scoot around this damn tree. Yes, I am basically tipped over, but now I'm winched and I'm good. Well, perhaps that's just a prime example of a puma in its natural habitat. Maybe. Maybe not. Damn, I knocked the shit out of that cactus. And my engine a couple of times. Okay, so I'm gonna go up this hill. Got the tire pressure down. This is gonna be a new climb discovered. This is not my normal playthrough. Just something I mess around with mods on. Any actual task or contracts I do in my playthrough, I just do with what's in the game naturally. Everything this thing has done so far, he's stuck on this tiny little bump here. Just gotta go at the right angle. Jesus Christ, man, with the damage. I'm trying to take it easy here and there. Trying to hold off on the damage just a little bit here and there. Nah, I'm not going to worry about the damage really anymore, though. Actually, I'm starting to think it has a little something to do with the tire pressure being low. Why it keeps doing that. Quite possibly. See, it doesn't really do it when I'm jumping over a rock. It just does it when I'm cruising along. So I'm thinking they just do it periodically if you're cruising with your tire pressure low and not crawling rocks. Does that make sense? Kind of like they used to cause you damage when you used your differential in the wrong place in SnowRunner. So I can see now at least one of my tires is flat. So I'm really starting to think this is actually my fault for riding around with low tire pressure. Maybe I should just use that only when needed from now on and see how that works out. Because right here, I even have further issues when I try to repair my tire. Not sure why it's not letting me. I have a spare. It said 28 out of 300 on the tire and 9%. I don't know how many are flat. But up ahead in just a minute, it decides to let me repair it. So I guess just one. Anyway, I'm kind of stuck right here, so I'm going to have to winch my way down. Going to drive through a little bit of water, see how it handles in the water with a flat tire before I get it repaired. And then I'm going to go back and check on that roll cage. This little issue right here is most likely due to the flat tire. I'm pretty sure otherwise, I mean, if this thing was fully repaired with good tires, it should be able to crawl right through here. Alright, making my way up out of the, I don't know what I'm stuck in, mud, or it's just because of the flat tire. I'm going to crawl over this rock instead of going through the rest of the water. And I guess that's a problem with the bumper. That little ledge is just right at bumper level. Eventually this is going to yank me up, I'm hoping. There we go. Not without a little more damage to the engine. That shit is most definitely adding up. I would not be surprised if I had 3 or 4 flat tires. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try again to replace the tire before I get back in this water and get stuck again. I guess I'm not looking at something right. So I repaired a tire and now it says 50 and the tire's still yellow. So I must have another tire that's going bad, or all of them. But anyway, I don't even know if it's, I'm not sure if it's because of the tires or just because I'm flat out stuck, even if I had good tires. But right here, I couldn't really move anymore, and it actually took me a couple minutes to get out of here. But instead of concluding this adventure right here, I think I'm going to go back and put the roll cage on and see if they're actually functional. I didn't read it, whether or not they were functional or not, so I'm just going to test that on my own. How am I going to test it? Well, it's not an official test or anything. I'm just going to jump off a little cliff and see if I can roll. See if I take damage, see how it goes. First I want to go up this hill right here and just kind of haul ass down the other side. See how that goes. See if I end up rolling, see if I end up taking damage. And also you'll notice my tires are good to go, everything's good to go again. Kind of a little restart. Yeah, I'm going wide open with it here, as fast as I can go downhill. I mean, I wouldn't alert Harry that I'm dropping the hammer or anything, because you can't really tell. It's an off-road gearbox. But I'm giving her all she's got going down the hill. Up until about this point right here. And I see my chances of tipping over dwindling along this water edge here, unless I tip over into the water. So yeah, I'll just basically cruise down here and notice my chances get even slimmer for tipping. So I'm just going to go on. We're just going to move on to the cliff jumping idea. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. So there's going to be some cliff diving in my future. There we go. Everything's top notch again. Tires, engine. Well, that actually didn't seem so bad. I mean, it only took 1 point damage off the truck when it hit the roof. Well, I'm kind of stuck now. All right, so restart, same spot, first person view. Just trying out the roll cage again. Now this time I hit straight to the nose, and I think it took quite a bit of damage. What can you do? Once again, I think I'm stuck. Figured I'd lay here in the cab, try to winch to something, but it's pulling the opposite direction that I was hoping for. There's nothing on the bottom side of the truck for me to winch to, I don't think. So I think I'll go ahead and call it quits right here. I'm like a half-dead cockroach over here. Shout out to Mr. Buses making a badass Puma, ANK MK38. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you on the next one.